Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Nikki and Carly Show. I'm Nikki, and this is Carly, and we're happy to have you. So, hi, Carly. How are you?
Hi, good. How are you?
I know we were just getting on, and I'm like, no, don't say anything. Wait till we get on. Wait till we get on the podcast.
You're on a delay. I feel like you have a delay. It is. It's kind of doing that. Your words aren't matching your mouth.
I just did it in my mouth, and I didn't make any
Oh,
words.
you're doing it.
Is it work? Is it not doing it?
It's weird. Is it doing it to me?
No.
Uh, You just have like a super delay.
Well, that's perfect for this awkward conversation. For
It
tonight's show, it's awkward. Am I awkward? Like, am I the one who's awkward, or are the other people around me awkward?
is.
Because how many times have you been in just an awkward, weird situation? You're like, I don't really know what to do. Like, do I
Yeah.
just back
Oh,
out? But anyway, before we get to that, how was your week?
It was chaotic. I had quite a bit happen. My car had a recall and it went down. I guess I lost a coil or something, so had to have that towed. That was fun because it was like an hour and a half tow. Yeah. And then we got new phones, so I'm updated on a phone. I do not have the iPhone 11 any longer. And every
It's
time I
so
tell
sad.
people that, they're like, whoa. Because I literally could not do anything on my phone. Like, I couldn't take pictures. I couldn't even download apps that I already had on my phone, let alone try to download a new one. There was no way I couldn't open up like pictures in people's text
She's
messages.
like, can I see your pictures because I can't take any. There's gonna be a gap in their kids' pictures of where she's like, oh, that's when I had the iPhone 11 and I maxed out my storage.
Yeah, right. It is. Well, it's funny because the other day the kids had a thing at school, and one of my girlfriends is like, yeah, so I had to be home with my baby. He's sick, and do y'all mind taking pictures and videos for me? And I'm like, wrong friend to ask. I was like, well, hopefully our other friend will be there and she'll be able to. So she was, and she did for me and everybody. It was funny. So she,
No
yeah.
pressure.
Yeah. So that was fun. And then the other fun thing about that is that we got Maddox one, a phone. So he's super excited and he is so excited that he won't stop texting everybody. And he thinks it's so funny to text everybody like the emojis and stuff, like just goofy emojis and um or all night the other night I got, "Hey mom, what are you doing? Where are you?" I'm like, "Hi, what's going on?" I'm like, "Maddox, I'm in the next room, like quit." It was so cute. I mean, he's just so excited to have his new phone. But
He hasn't even
yeah.
called me yet on his new phone.
Oh, he must not have your contact. Don't worry, he'll blow you up later. I'll send it to him.
Thanks.
You're welcome. So, and then the other thing I had, so we have bird feeders out front, and I love it because we'll go and do our front porch sitting, and all the birds come up. It's so pretty, and just all the different, you know, breeds of bird. And well, then the squirrels figured out that we had birdseed. So they come up and they're clearing me out of birdseed like a day, right? Well, the previous birdseed fell and a whole bunch of sunflowers grew around my tree. It was really pretty. It almost looked like I put them there because they were like nicely in the tree bed. Well, then the squirrels caught on that the sunflowers were good, so they started ripping all the heads off of them. So I was like, oh, hell no, y'all gotta do something about these squirrels because I am not okay with losing my sunflowers. Like, they were really pretty. I had some pretty big ones too. And so the boys are like, all right, we'll trap them. We'll trap, you know. And I'm like, y'all, you're not gonna kill them, right? You trap them. They're like, yeah, yeah, it's fine. We'll just trap them. Well, we pull in today, and lo and behold, they trapped one. So I'm like, crap, what am I gonna do with this squirrel? So I'm telling Nicole, like, I might be running late. I gotta go drop a squirrel off somewhere.
Chicka
Which
chicka
I
chicka
had
chicka 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 chicka. Just a second. Nothing to see
no
here.
no joke. Like, okay, so it's in this big cage that I don't know how to open it. Like, I don't know how it works. I'm afraid to like test it, because this thing's gonna dart out. Then I have a loaner because my car is still in the shop. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm putting the squirrel in the back of this truck. And I put like a sheet down first, a drop cloth, and then put the
Ma'am, did
squirrel
you
in.
have a dog in this car? Nope.
It's it's going bananas in the cage, and I'm thinking to myself, shit, if this thing gets out in this car, like, because I don't know how the gate works. Like, I don't know how the door opens. I'm like, what if he figures it out in the car, and then this thing's like darting around this car, and it's a loner. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm freaking out. I'm like, we just gotta get there quick. So I'm hauling down. I'm like, oh, I'm speeding a little bit. I'm gonna slow down, trying to get the squirrel down the road. Oh my
Where'd you
gosh.
drop it off at?
I went down to the end of my road, probably like 2 or 3 miles. And my husband's like, I call him, I'm like, I'm about to go take the squirrel. And he's like, I'll take it. Don't worry, I'll take it. And I'm like, no, I got it. It's fine. I'm just going to go take it up the tree. He's like, no, you got to bring it further. It's going to make it back. And I'm like, no. He's like, I'm going to take it. I'll take it all the way out to 17. Well, that's a long ways away. And I'm like, hell no, you ain't wasting our gas to go take that squirrel all the way out there. That's a little excessive, right? I told him, I'm like, that's a little excessive. Like, I'll take it. It's fine. Well, then he calls up and he Googled it and he's like, how far away do you have to take a squirrel for it to not return? And it said at least like 5 to 10 miles. If you do 2 to 3, it's most likely going to find its way back.
You're gonna come out tomorrow. It's gonna
Like,
be eating your sunflower head. Like, what's up? Morning.
I know. I was like, damn it. But I was like, but I told him, like, it's fine. I took it down the street and it was cute because there was other little squirrels there. Like, he would have his own friends. And he goes, oh, now you got him into a fight. They're going to have a turf war over there. I was like, oh, you're right. I probably should have moved him down a little bit. But they're like, yeah, it's totally coming back. But yeah, so it was a pretty eventful week. How about you? How was your week?
So my week started. I went to a Mother's Day brunch at Emily's sorority, which was super fun
So cute.
because yeah, with both the girls. So Haley and Blaze came, and so it was so fun to be with them. And we were so late to the event, and it made me like. Haley's like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Like, is it okay? We're late." We're like, "Yeah, it's fine. We don't care," because it's Emily's last year there. So we walk in, and of course, so Haley's kind of a superstar on Emily's campus because they all have her. They actually had her in a presentation on the screen as a example of what they want to be, right? And
Yeah.
Emily's like, "That's my sister," and they're like, "What?" And she's like, "That's my brother's wife. Like, that's my sister." And they're like, "No way!" Like, she's like a super rock star there. So of course, and we have Blaze. So of course, everybody's looking at us. So we're like,
Yeah.
"Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me," and they saved us a seat up in the
Nothing
front.
to see here.
Yeah, yeah, right. I like to think it was me that everybody was looking. I'm like, "I'm here. It's okay. We can start now."
Yeah. I'll sign autographs later.
Yeah. Well, so there's a lady that spoke the last 2 years, and she just like goes on and on and on. And Emily and I are like, oh gosh, please don't be her, this time. I mean, she's a good
Yeah.
speaker and everything, but once you've heard it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so they had a really good speaker. She was super cute. She did a great job. Blaze was an angel, just a perfect little angel. He just was praying. So they they get to the end, and they're praying over the seniors. And a couple of Emily's roommates and friends were there, so we wanted to see that. So the woman is an amazing prayer person, right? She's like, okay, so where we're from, we lay hands on people. And I leaned over to the girls and I said, where I'm from, I lay hands on people.
You're so wrong. You're not.
And I'm crying. And Emily's like, what is wrong with you? And so then So Blaze is like, okay, we're laying hands on people. So he puts his hand on Haley's face and he's like, mm-hmm. And he's praying for her. He's like,
Oh.
like so cute. And then she's like, can y'all just put, hands out to pray for these girls? And so Blaze is like, he's got his little hand out. It's so
Oh.
cute. And he was praying. So I
Oh.
said to the girls, I texted them. I was like, because Haley had to leave early, and they were getting ready to introduce the whole new sorority, vice president, president, all the seats. And I'm like, I'm not staying. We're not staying for all that. And so I said, girls, after they pray, let's leave. I said, can y'all make that baby cry? Like, somebody make him cry. Like, somebody make him act up. And so Emily's over there like making him flinch. And we laughed so hard. So Emily and I were just giggling. But it was fun. And then, so that was my Mother's Day brunch. Oh, and then a friend of mine celebrated her 50th birthday. So we went to this restaurant, and it's called the Dominican, and it's so good. But they speak very, very little English. And my friend's Puerto Rican, and she's totally fluent in Spanish. And so she had to order for all of us. And I'm the worst. I'm the worst because
Oh
I have
my
so
gosh.
many allergies. And not like, oh, it hurts my belly allergies. Like, oh, if I eat that, I'm going to die. So she had to go back and
Yeah.
forth to the kitchen to ask all these questions and stuff.
She
And
is never inviting you to a lunch again.
no. And then she's like, oh, while we're waiting, let's open presents. And I'm like, oh, gosh. Like, my present was just not up to par. I mean, it was just like I was like, I don't want to come empty handed. So I just brought like two little painted margarita bottles and, card, whatever. And they brought jewelry and pickleball stuff and skirts. I was like, oh, don't open mine. Don't open mine. Talk about awkward moment. I'm like, please don't open mine. And so I like whispered to her, like, it's not really that big of a deal. Like, she's like, your friendship is my present. And I was like, you're so sweet because she just gave you like a $50 pickleball skirt and I gave you two little margarita bottles. But she was so
That's
kind. She
my
was
new line now. Your friendship is my present.
and she's so sweet, and she just like made me feel so at ease about it. But I was super awkward. I was like, oh, please don't. Like, I was like, I felt like I was in school. Like, don't pick me. Not that bag, not that bag. And then she's talking with it, and I'm like, don't open it, don't open it, don't open it. But she loved it. I painted the bottles, and so she loved it. But it was so funny because I was doing a staging for one of the agents that was at the lunch, and so we had to leave the lunch to go to the staging, and it was an hour away, and the weather was terrible, and so we leave. Well, the clients we're going to are Spanish, and they don't speak English. They very little English. Well, with my job with staging, there's so much communication happening, and so I get on the highway and I'm talking to Carly, and I'm like, oh no, I really hope she got on the express lane with me because I'm looking at the traffic and it's like 45 minutes easy if you're over there. And so I'm like, I really hope she got on the express lane with me. And I called her. I was like, please don't make me sit there for 45 minutes, like in awkward silence because we can't even talk. But she was
Were
there.
you? Did she get there?
Well, I was ahead of her, but she came like a few minutes later, so I didn't go in. I was like, I'll just wait for you. It's fine.
Oh, I so wish she was late. I was so hoping that you were there with them because you'd be like mom, how she talks louder thinking that they'll understand her.
Yeah, I use my hands a
Yeah,
lot.
you're good. We need to move the couch over here.
I know. I was like, man, do I need to learn Spanish? But
Yeah, you probably should. I mean, it's a fluent language there now, isn't it, in Texas?
well, I mean, it's kind of everywhere. So, but it's funny
Yeah, I guess.
because so I don't know if I've shared this before, but we had a lawn guy before, and nice guy. Just saw him in passing. Hey, do you guys want water? Whatever. Right? I mean, they're in the summer. It's 100 degrees. So I'm like, y'all want
Yeah.
water? I'm making sandwiches. Y'all want sandwiches? Whatever. Well, apparently, I have an allure about me, and Mexican men like it. So he he texted me, "Can I meet him? Don't tell my husband." And I was like, "That's weird." And so I'm like, no, like, I, and it just got getting weirder and weirder. You know, come drive out here and meet me, but don't tell your husband. And I'm like, this is so weird. So, of course, the first thing I did was I called Jake and I was like, hey, he's lost his mind. Like, I'm at home by myself. I got all the doors locked. I got the gun. Because he's like, I saw you working in your garage. And I'm like, looking at myself like, this is what turned you on? Like, this is what did it? I had my paint clothes on. I had Jake's old t-shirt on. My hair was all up in a bun. I had paint all over me. I'm like, I was cutting boards. I was cutting 2x4, like, not 2x4s, but like big boards for that
Yeah.
circus.
Yeah.
Anyway, super awkward. Of course, I'm like, Jake's like, I'll call him. So Jake handled it. So, of course, we had to fire him. And, and it's like I'm super awkward every time I see the truck in the neighborhood because I'm locking the doors and stuff. It was just so creepy. Like, it
Yeah.
was so, like, Dateline-esque, right? I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, where's my Dateline
Yeah,
folder?
he's like,
Let me get
meet
my
me out
good,
here so I can
yeah,
rape
kill
you
you
and
and
chop
rape
you up
you.
into little pieces.
Yeah, yeah, like, super, with my
Yeah,
edger.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, meet you with the truck that has ropes and duct tape and equipment. That meet you with
Shovel.
shovel.
That
Everything.
sounds like a great idea.
S-
Yard bag.
And don't
Yeah.
tell my husband. Perfect
Yeah.
idea. Sounds. I mean, what could be wrong here?
I'm on it.
On my way. Send me a pin, please.
See you in 20.
So I would make jokes, but it was so creepy.
Yeah, no, I bet. I know.
So then we hired a new guy, and Jake's like, listen, don't go outside. Like, we need to. So I'm like, I'll just stay in my tower, so we don't have to lose another. I'll just keep this beauty locked up so that no one else falls to it. I mean, how can they help themselves? And so of course he's working on our yard for a couple weeks, and then he texts, "You have such nice brown eyes." And Jake's like, "Fuck! Now we gotta."
I told you not to come out of your tower. Now I gotta fire another one.
I know, I'm like, I mean, hello. So anyway, so we didn't fire him. I just don't go talk to him anymore. I just stay inside when they're home. I like hide. I like
How do you
hiding in
do
the house.
that?
Like, I'm like, okay, like, don't go out. And then the neighbors got a new fence. And so there was like 4 or 5 Mexican guys out doing the fence. And the fence is gorgeous. They did a great job. But I had to walk the dog out because the fence was down. So I had to take her out on a leash. And Jake comes running to the door and he comes out. He's like, should you be out here? Like, asshole. He's just giving me a hard time.
Yeah.
But it's so funny because I always tease. I'm like, let me just stay in my tower. But
I love that. That
but
was
I don't get hit on ever. Like, I never get hit on. So it's just so funny because I'm always teasing. Like, I'm like, oh, I'm not in that put him in a trunk like position
Yeah.
anymore. Like, when I'm
Yeah.
walking in a parking lot, I'm like, man, I'm free. Like, I'm not kidnap worthy. I'm good. But yeah, that was super funny. So okay, so here's the thing that we need to talk about. Um, Carly hit a nerve with me the other day because we're talking about bathing suit season and how, we're trying to get ready for like bathing suit season. And so a few things come with bathing suit season. And one is waxing. And I'll tell you, if you've ever gone to do that, that is, talk about awkward. So I'd have to have 3 margaritas and 3 ibuprofen before I could even walk in there. So we would do like a date day, and Jake would drive me so I could be trashed and go in and with the ibuprofen. But the
What's awkward is how much of this do you want to share right
I
now?
know, I know, because I feel like I'm part of the Me Too movement. Like, because you're not, because you don't know. Like, when you first go in, you don't know what to expect. So the first time I went in, I was like, I just need a bikini wax, right? And she's like, okay, take off your underwear and butterfly. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, you didn't hear me. Like, just the sides, just where my bathing suit line is. It's fine. I don't. My bathing suit's not that small. Like, it's fine. And she's like, yeah, I know. And I'm like, what do you do? It's so super weird,
Feel awkward?
super awkward. Like, and I wasn't even drunk that time. So then, like, they start doing it, and it was the first time I did it. It was so uncomfortable. I made her stop. I was like, I can't. I'm done. And she's like, oh, well, this is okay. It's just trending. And I'm like, my husband does not know what is trending. It is fine. Like, we are good. I'm like, but then after those 3 margaritas, I'm like, I'm lucky I come out with eyebrows. Do it. Take it all. Like, whatever you want to do. But yeah, it's super awkward. So that season is coming up, which is going to be fun. And I think you should do it so you can come back and tell us about it.
No, I don't know if I could.
Well, because you're like, are you supposed to touch me like that? And then you're like, touch me, touch me, touch me. Like, that hurts, that hurts. Just blowing on you. You're like, this is so weird.
You're not convincing me. Like, you're not doing a good job right now of doing it.
Well,
Just saying.
well, then that brought up, so my friend texted me today. She said, remember when we went to Weight Watchers? I was like, oh, yeah, I remember Weight Watchers. So my friend says to me, this is, I don't know, 10 years ago. And she's like, hey, I want to go to Weight Watchers, but I don't want to go by myself. Will you go with me? I was like, does she think I'm fat? And she just, like, we're going as a buddy system. And so.
That's one way to get your fat friend to lose weight.
Yeah. So,
I'm scared to
and
go
I
by
need,
myself. Will you
yeah.
go with me to
Oh,
the
you're a
gym?
little chunky, kind of getting there. So, and I was too. So we ended up going to Weight Watchers. Well, you follow like the point system, and you can only eat so many points a day. Well, I was freaking starving. I don't
Yeah.
do diets. I'm on a doctor's diet of food I can't have, but I don't do I'm not eating ice cream diet. So this was big for me. So I'm there and I'm doing all these like going to the meetings with her and weighing in. And so like if you met your goal that week, you get like a little sticker, a little star, and I'm like, what the hell am I going to do with this fucking star? Like, I'm starving. Like, I lost 2 pounds and I get a star. I'm like, can I get cookies? Because that's more motivating for me. So
Yeah.
we're in this Weight Watchers class or meeting, and this woman stands up and she's like 80 something. And I mean, she's fine, right? She looks fine, not overweight, not too skinny, just kind of perfect. And she stands up and she's like, I met my goal weight. And so if you meet your goal weight, then you're a member for life. Right? I'm like, well, I wish I'd have known that shit. That would have set my expectation a little lower. Like, oh, look, I met my 5 pounds. Like, yeah, they don't tell you that. So she met her goal weight, and she was like telling her story, and she's like, yeah, I remember when Weight Watchers used to meet in living rooms. And I'm like, damn, how long have you been in Weight Watchers? And how long did it take you to meet this goal? Right? And
Mhm.
I'm sitting here like evaluating my life. I'm like, wear the damn bikini. Like, what are you trying to lose weight for? You're 80 plus years old. Like, do whatever you want. Like,
Yeah.
why do you care if you have a couple extra pounds? Live life. Like, this is the time you live life. This is when you have to gain weight because you're supposed
Yeah,
to
that's when you
be
don't
healthy.
care.
Yeah. And so, anyway, at that point, I was like, I'm out of here. This is stupid. Like, I'm not going to be 80 trying to get into a bikini. I'm going to wear my bikini. So I had a bag of cookies in my purse. I just reached in and opened them because I'm like, if you hand me a star, I'm going to eat that shit. And I'm out. Like, I'm done. So I just ate the cookies. I was like, I'm out. Peace out. So I have not been back to Weight Watchers, but I did lose weight at Weight Watchers, and it started me on a
How come
track.
I
So
don't
it's good.
remember that? I don't remember you doing that. I remember when you did P90X and you were like ripped. Like you had a six pack, legit.
Yeah, yeah. P90X was
That was
something,
that was crazy. I
but
don't think I'll
I
ever.
don't. No, I don't think I'll do that again.
I don't think your
Oh,
joints can handle it anymore, right?
mm-mm. No, my tendons are
Wasn't it
too
like a bunch
fragile.
of jumping?
Uh, well, yeah, I can't do jumping jacks anymore. I wet my pants. It's a whole different situation.
Yeah.
But but so the part that Carly got me set off on is going to the pool. I don't know about y'all, but I um thanks, Jake. Jake commented. He said you're hot. Um, the thing that bothers me the most is like when you wear a t-shirt and shorts to the pool, like on
Yeah.
purpose.
Yeah.
I mean, it just makes it more weird. Like, wear your bathing
I
suit and be
know.
fine with it. Like, because you're wearing this t-shirt, now you're in the pool and your t-shirt's floating up, so now we're seeing everything anyway. It doesn't matter. And then you get out and it just sucks to you.
Suction cups.
Yeah, now you're like all weird trying to get off of you, and that shit's never gonna dry. Like, you're just gonna be wet all day. So now you gotta get in the car and be weird.
Well, and then it like draws more attention too when you're sitting there trying to unsuction up your shirt from your stomach. Like that's so awkward. Like just wear your bikini or wear one piece if it makes you feel better.
Wear bathing suit shorts, like, but not like gym shorts,
T-shirts.
like basketball shorts that go
Cotton,
down to your
cotton
shins.
t-shirts. She's like, why? Why cotton t-shirts?
Yeah, like a swim shirt if it's in the sun, I get that. But like a cotton t-shirt, like, it makes me insane.
So,
But
what else do you have?
I think that's it. But yeah, next week is Mother's Day, so we'll have probably lots of fun stuff to talk about next week. But
Your mother, speaking of Mother's Day, your mother loves to make it awkward for us. Like she just loves to like any chance she can, she'll make it awkward. So like, um, we were talking to her the other day, and she had to have us on three-way to tell us that they have been watching this show, and now she has a new way of talking to us, where she's going to talk English to us.
oh my gosh, yeah.
And then she tries to make it awkward by telling us that Pop's new pet name for her is, what was it?
Hold on, I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Look at your text. Such a snatch.
Such a snatch. That's it.
Yeah, she's a hot mess. She makes me laugh. She couldn't even get her words out. So it was so fun to talk to her. But we'll have to fill you in more on that next week for Mother's Day because I don't want to give away too much.
Yes. All right.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us. It was fun.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. I'll talk to you later. I'll talk to you next week, sister.
Bye.
Bye.